Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I will be reviewing The Walking Dead Series 9 Beth Greene action figure. Before we go over the figure herself, let's go over the packaging. At the top we have The Walking Dead AMC. In the corner we have McFarlane Toys, Series 9. The new world's gonna need Rick Grimes, where the figure would be, based on the hit AMC TV series. Sorry guys. Beth, 12 years and up. On the back we have The Walking Dead AMC Series 9, based on the hit TV series. For more information on The Walking Dead, visit the site right there. The McFarlane site. And that's about it. Now we have the other figures in the wave. We have Beth, T-Dog, Water Walker, Death Scene Daryl, and Constable Michonne, I should say. Out of all these figures, I only want Michonne, T-Dog, and the Walker. I want another Beth to keep carded, because Beth is my favorite character. I'm kind of disappointed because this is the last 5-inch figure wave for McFarlane. They're now making 7 inches. But they made a Constable Michonne, and they're not going to make a Constable Rick, which is pretty stupid. And these two are actually just redone figures, repainted figures, which is crappy. This Daryl is a Gravedigger Daryl, and he was in the 7.5 line. And he was an exclusive to Walgreens, and you could still find him. But he comes with everything you see here, the other one, except for that one, except for that cross. So, apparently this is supposed to be like a dirt variant of Daryl. Sorry. But Daryl's always dirty, so I don't see how the hell there's a dirt variant. The Death Scene Dale is pretty, his face looks pretty funny, but just the idea seemed pretty fucking stupid. So, as I said, I'll only be getting T-Dog, Water Walker, and maybe Michonne. So, now that that's done, we're going to go look at Beth. As you can see, this is her. I repainted mine. So, I have this tripod and I'm trying to make it work. I will tell you this, though, if you open it, she's kind of hard to stand. So, there's Beth. Before I go over how she looks, I will say that I repainted her hair, because her hair was originally yellow, bright yellow, and I went and I repainted it. So, that's the only thing that I've touched up. Before I go over her and how she looks and her accessories, I'm going to go over her articulation. She can move her head, but the ponytail and the sides, this side, kind of hinders it. She can move her arm up. She can bend it. So she can move her arm all the way around. She can bend. I don't know if this is 90 degrees. I think it's a little bit less, maybe more. She can also move at the wrist. Her legs can go out pretty far. They can go out to the side that way. They can go out to the front that much. And she can, of course, bend at the knee. And unlike the Andrea from Series 4, she does not have any articulation in the heel. Andrea had boots on, but she could still move. She doesn't really move at the waist. She does, but it's kind of like you'll probably get it that far to move. And unlike the Carol figure, because when we got the Series 6 Carol, you could take off her jacket. This jacket is sculpted on, so the jacket stays on. The texture, they really did texture the jacket. McFarlane is usually good about texturing things. The jacket is very textured, and you can see the wrinkles in the clothing and her sleeves. She actually does have pegs in her hands so that she can hold her weapons, because when we got Carol, the Series 6 Carol, she had a problem with holding some of her weapons. And so, yeah. I do know that they gave the pegs to the Alpha figure, the Skybound exclusive Alpha. I don't know if she, held her weapons as bad as Beth does. So, her jeans are pretty nicely detailed too. You can see the little folds. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think she had these kind of flaps on her knees in the show. I know this is to hide articulation. They did it with the little sleeves in her wrist up here, because you can't see them when you have her wrist normally. And so they did kind of try to hide that. We have her boots, her socks, her boot socks, and if you could see, I'm trying to get this close. Yeah, her boots are detailed. You can see in the show, if you notice, she had these purple flowers on them. I didn't think McFarlane would actually put them on there. I knew they weren't going to paint them on there, but I didn't know they would sculpt them on there, so that's pretty cool. And you got her belt. Her shirt is also nicely detailed. She's tinier than the other figures, but with the shirt, it's kind of the wrong color. Most of the colors on her are wrong anyway. And now my camera won't focus. There we go. Most of the colors are wrong. The shirt is too brown, almost matches the hair. Sleeves. The sweater's kind of too dark, but I like the sweater. And her jeans are a little bit too blue. And let's go over her face. It does resemble Emily Kinney. I can see Emily Kinney there. But the paint apps are really bad, because they painted it to where it looks like she has bags under her eyes. And as I said before, I did repaint her hair. But the hair is nicely detailed. Sculpted very nicely. And you can see, hold on, the little braid that she has on the side. If it will focus right. There we go. But I think it does look like Emily Kinney, and I'm really happy with this, because I finally have an official Beth figure. She's pretty cool. So, I'm going to show off her little accessories quickly. And I did say before, I believe, she does not stand quite well. First, she has this gun, which is not I don't think this is a gun that we've already had. From the figures I own, I don't own them all, but I do know it's not the gun Maggie or Merle came with, and it's not Series 8 Rick's gun, so it's a whole new gun, I think. She has a pistol. If you can see, there's a hole in it for her pegs, her shitty pegs. And here we have her knife. And there's a piece of my hair on that. But yeah, here's her knife. If it will focus. It's a very tiny knife. She did have a tiny one in the show. But I'm kind of upset they didn't give her sheath. So she does not have her sheath. But I'm going to show you how she looks with the weapons in her hand, so I will pause and be right back. So here she is with her first gun, the big gun. I haven't tried it in that hand, because that hand I kind of have an issue with putting stuff in. because her hand is more clenched in like this, and the peg is about maybe right there. So it's kind of hard to fit weapons in there. But the gun, this hand I found is way more easy to put stuff in, except for her little pistol. You can put this gun and the knife in that hand perfectly. So that's how she looks with her gun. And here she is with her gun, her little pistol, and her knife. As you can see, the knife and does not go all the way in her hand, but it actually stays. The gun, it actually takes some time to work it in there, and it doesn't look like she's holding it. It's like that. So that's those. And here she is with Series 8 Rick, just so you can see how small she is compared to him. Her height is, she's way shorter. I think she could have been a little bit taller, maybe. But she's also very tinier than, in the way she's very tinier than Carol and all of them, so I will show you how she is compared to a female figure. And here she is next to Series 6 Carol. She is, I'm going to stand her in front of Carol so you can see Carol fell. But that's how much the height difference is between those two. So there's a great amount of height difference. And finally, here she is next to Daryl. She, as I said, she could have been a little bit taller because I don't think Emily Kinney is that short compared to Norman Reedus. But I'm not sure. And if you have one of those little Skywalker twins that came with one of the Star Wars figures, you can make it Judith and she can hold it. So that's something I did a while back with one of my customs. So it's pretty cute. I would show you guys her next to my custom Beth, but Beth and Daryl kind of burned her last night and flicked her off, maybe. They were drunk, so. Well, anyway, guys, that is my review on the Walking Dead Series 9 Beth Greene figure. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.